Hey everybody, CJ Bachman here. Welcome to another episode of the One SEO podcast. Today I am joined by Kairos and Sam. They are both experts in the paid advertising space. So we're going to have some fun today, guys. Are you ready?
We're going to have a good old time. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Well, thanks for joining. So as you guys know, the holidays are approaching. As the holidays approach, people have lots of questions, right? What are you getting me? No, seriously, what are you getting me? Okay.
My presents.
Yeah. Well, aside from that, they want to know about things they should be doing for their marketing. Yeah. So I compiled a list of things we're hearing from our current clients, prospects, and just things in the industry. So can we have some fun, ask some questions, give out some answers?
I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Let's
get started. Audience, stay tuned, pay attention, get your notepad, because there's some intelligence that's about to be dropped right now. All right, so one of the questions is being asked is what key factors should marketers, advertisers consider when they're targeting their audience during the December holiday season?
That's a great question. So first and foremost, the answer to this question is also the answer that you should be, the question that you should be answering any time of season, right? Mm-hmm. What does your audience want? What are you looking to give to them? What are they looking to get from you? Once you answer that question, then you're going to be able to determine what your KPIs are, what is success for you. From there, you'll be able to do anything that you want, build any kind of campaign that you want. So set that standard, answer those questions, go from there. You can sell anything that you want.
Yeah. Kairos, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Some good insight. But now I'm going to flip it over to Sam, and let's take it a little bit deeper. How can brands effectively incorporate holiday themes into their social media?
Yeah, one of the things that I think is really important is kind of focusing on the fear elements that play around the holidays. Like, one of the really cool things that people within in the HVAC space really hone in on is don't be that embarrassed person during the holiday who lets their toilet get clogged while your family's all over, stuffing their faces and having a good time. So as though we're coming together and we're bringing families closer for the holiday, figure out those ways that you can kind of connect with those people and solve the problems that they face time and time again, especially because we have the holidays every single year. We know statistically what's happening to people, what's happening to their homes, what's happening to their families, and the issues that they're kind of running into. But play on it, have fun, have a little Santa Claus kind of poking in on the corner, make it kind of festive and make it family oriented as well.
Absolutely, and I think fun is the key, right? The holidays gives us the ability to do things that we wouldn't normally think about doing.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
You had mentioned about the plumbing issues, right?
Yeah.
Gingerbread houses, right?
Yeah.
Kids, putting them in the toilet. Stuff happens, right?
Exactly.
Have fun, be engaging. So can you discuss the importance of timing and scheduling for holiday ads on social platforms?
Oh, yeah, that's really, really important. Making sure that you're getting ahead. And one of the really interesting things that Meta even talks about is pre-scheduling your campaigns so that they can already start going through that review process. At the end of the day, they have to make sure whatever content you are putting up is safe for the users and safe for people that are going to be engaging with it. So that process could take anywhere from 24 hours to 72 hours. You don't want to be that one business who is set behind schedule because of the fact that you didn't think for the long term. And you know these holidays are coming up. Why wouldn't you want to stand out from the crowd and be in front of your competition?
Yeah, well, not even that. Staffing becomes an issue around the holiday times too. So you don't want to get in a position where you need 50 posts to go out and no one pre-scheduled them. So now you're not only creating them, you're uploading them, you're making sure they're working. So I love that. What role does platform choice play in maximizing the impact of holiday advertising? So like when you're sitting there and you're figuring out, okay, I want to spend a little extra because it's Hanukkah. What makes you choose one platform over another?
Yeah, each platform offers something different. So know who your audience is and what demographic that can cater to. So for example, if you're on TikTok, if you want to use TikTok as something for the holidays, it might cater toward a younger demographic, or it might maybe something a little bit more educational, right? On Meta or on Google, you're hitting those people that we're talking about before. Maybe that sense of urgency. Maybe you need something right here, right now. So that's going to be a different type of audience. Maybe some homeowners that need something there. So you want to be able to pick the platform that's perfect for your demographic, for the type of audience that you want to reach. From there, you can do anything that you like.
All right, now one of my favorite questions, and we talk about it on almost every episode that we air, is measurement, right?
Yes.
So in Kairos, we were talking about it a little bit earlier.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of education, a lot of lack of experience and lack of understanding around measurement when it comes to social media. But how do you measure the success of the holiday campaigns?
Yeah, so first and foremost, you got to determine what does success mean for you. So success might mean website traffic. Success might mean form fill. Success might mean phone calls. Determine what success success means to you, what number you want to go for, and then base your budget upon that, base your strategy upon that, and then you'll be able to measure it as time goes on. And the other great thing is that you can do things now that'll also set your Q1 2024 up for success. So you can test some things out now during the holiday season when you know it's peak engagement on these platforms, and then you can apply that for Q1 2024.
And I think that's a good point, and I hope that everybody was able to really see that, is that, there's peak engagement during these times because people are home, they're on their phones, they're posting pictures of their holiday fun. So they have more of an opportunity to see these ads, which is another reason to really, really, take advantage of it. And I love the idea that you had said about, deciding what success looks like in the beginning before you start this campaign, because if your goal out of the campaign is leads, then you need to build a campaign that's the focus on it, and you need to be able to measure it by that. But a lot of this stuff that's coming out there is really helping other channels perform, driving traffic from one place to another place. So setting that intent in the beginning, I think, is huge.
100%.
Absolutely.
All these channels work together, and they can build success for each other if they're working together.
Now, aside from the Santa Claus peeking over the corner, Sam, give us some examples of some really great holiday campaigns that you've seen do well.
Oh yeah, a lot of businesses are playing on that FOMO. One of the things that I always reference, because I'm a huge pizza fan, is a lot of these companies like Pizza Hut and Domino's, they'll have like a Santa box or a trick or treat box or something like that, where essentially you're buying one thing and you're getting another thing that's limited time, right? A really cool example of this is like companies during the holiday season, they'll cut pizzas in different shapes to kind of fit it to the holiday that they're aiming for.
Hearts for Valentine's Day is like a really big one.
Exactly. So that's for a limited time of the year. Offer something that you can only get right now and make people feel like it's something they actually need and that they want to get, and then do it in a way that, number one, is compelling to them, that's either solving a problem or is helping boost an experience that they're having within life or making them feel good. It's kind of, in a sense, like selling a sick person medicine and also selling that healthy person vitamins. And if you play on both elements of that, you're going to see a lot of that engagement that Kai is talking about, and then you're going to notice too that traffic is navigating in multiple channels to convert, whether that's through sales or whether that's from a phone call or a lead or a form fill or whatever the case may be. So playing on those elements all together, adding the scarcity value, whether that's timers that you have on your website saying, hey, this offer is going to expire in the next 10 minutes, you need to get it now, setting reminders through email marketing and SMS. All of those things are going to help to contribute to your overall performance on social media and in general on the internet platforms.
And aside from marketing, like traditional marketing, I think the holidays are a great time to help your business stand out and show them the why inside your business. So for example, we talk a lot about heating and air conditioning and those types of businesses. When you're going out to those individuals' houses during the holidays, bring something, right? Leave something behind. The dollar store sells stockings for $1. You put a couple pieces of candy in there, and you're making the experience a little bit more special, and you're showing that human nature element that a lot of times people miss out in business, right? I'm just a number, you show up at my house, you do the fix, and you hold your hand out for my money. Like, the holidays are a time to really show that personal aspect of it. All right, let's get back into the advertising aspect. So how should advertisers balance promotional content with engaging festive content during the holiday season? And we kind of answered it a little bit. You got to have that mix. But where does that balance come from?
So everything can't be sale, because you're going to get a thing called audience fatigue, which is what you don't want, which means people, it doesn't matter what you say, they're going to be like, I don't want to see this anymore. They're just trying to get something out of me, right? You want to start with that just awareness. This is who we are. This is what we do. Happy holidays. If you need us, we're here. From there, you can see what engagement people are doing, remarket back to them. If you see that you hit them with a regular ad, and then you see that they're clicking on your website and taking specific actions on your website, okay, that cold audience is now a warm audience. So now we know that person is more likely to convert for you. So so don't just be let me give me your money, give me your money. Introduce yourself, let people know who you are, work them down that funnel, and then remarket back to them.
So you're saying you should use a funnel approach?
Absolutely. I think my name here is Tyrus Keenan Funnel Westcott. I think that's my name.
Literally.
All right. And for anybody that's not familiar with the funnel, your cold audience, people who have never heard of you before, they kind of go at the top of the funnel. And that a lot of times is what social media will do. It will put you in front of people that never saw you before. And then as they start to engage with your brand, learn your brand, they move into the middle of the funnel. And those are people that starts to take action with you. Now, whether that's going to your website or communicating via a form. And then you have those people who are actually showing intent. And that means you've moved them all the way to the bottom of the funnel. Those are the individuals that you want want to put those promotions in, those incentives, that you really want to work on those hard closing tactics. But if you leave out the middle and you leave out the top of the funnel, you're going to have a hard time feeding the bottom of the funnel. So I'm glad that we brought that in.
And one more thing, don't forget about retention as well. Some of your most important profits that come in, some of your biggest sales are going to come from people that already know you, that already work with you. So in your marketing sales journey, don't forget about them too, because they're going to bring you a lot of business.
Well, that just actually brings me to one of the other questions: are creative ways to integrate user-generated content into holiday advertising?
Oh yeah, this guy knows that.
And you know who does a really good job at this? Starbucks. Because what Starbucks does, they have their Starbucks cups, and what they entice you to do is to draw on it, make it your own, and then snap a picture of it, and then use a certain hashtag. And this is free advertising for Starbucks. This is a big old company that can afford literally anything that they want, but they're getting user-generated content by having these cups that you draw and you post on your platform for your followers. And they're like, cool, thanks. You know? But even though that's Starbucks, that doesn't mean that HVACs or plumbers or lawyers, you can all do that kind of stuff too. The sky is limitless with that.
And it's about working smarter and not harder, and providing value that makes them want to do that. So since the holiday is kind of the theme of the conversation, it's a great time to run certain types of promotions, right? So, leave us a review, hashtag this, or,
take a picture,
share this, take a picture.
Have a selfie.
Absolutely.
There's actually a couple of companies that we work with that do like a spot the truck, and you can enter to win into like a cash giveaway. So you just have to take a picture of their truck that's on the road, or it could even be like yard signage. It could be like, hey, we just came by and we put a new roof on your house. We're gonna put this yard sign out here, and anybody that calls from this number, you'll get a credit on your next repair or something like that. There's so many really cool and unique things that people can essentially do for their business that, number one, gives back to the community, gives back to families, and also kind of just promotes this culture of, hey, we want to be known, we want to be seen, and we want you to be a part of that as well.
How much does that cost?
I was gonna say, you took the words out of my mouth.
We've been working together for too long.
So the best part of that conversation is the fact that it is such a cost savings because you're not having to pay someone to create that content.
Exactly.
Your actual clients, your users of your service or your product are creating that for you. And then aside from just the cost savings of getting the nice pictures of the truck or the yard signs or the nice words that they may say about you, you've also increased your audience and didn't have to pay for it, right?
Exactly.
Because they're now putting out in front of their people, along with the fact that it's now in front of yours because they tagged you or they used your hashtag. So it's just a win-win.
You know what the most important part of all of that is, and we were training on this the other day, social proof. Social proof. You're going to get a lot of people in that community that that, I know that house there. Oh, that's my community.
Yes.
You're going to see that and you're going to be like, okay, I want to go with that company. They know my community. They know me better than anybody else does.
Yeah, it's so fun. And cost savings.
Zero
It's a win-win-win. So let's talk a little bit about mobile. So we're talking a lot about, the campaigns, but as we move into the holidays, people are not in front of their desktops as much. So how important is mobile optimization to social ad performance?
We were looking at this stat the other day on all of our campaigns, even not holiday really, just all of them. What was the percentage of people that came from ads from a mobile?
It's like 90% of traffic is coming in from mobile. Like you said, people are traveling. They're going to see their families in different states. They're going out. They're going to the mall. They're going shopping. They're trying to make sure that they have everything ready for the holidays. They're going to be more inclined to look at stuff on their mobile phone than they are to actually pull out a tablet or pull out a laptop and have to sit somewhere stationary for hours and to be looking at ads on top of that. A lot of people that are on desktops, they're going straight to the source of what it is that they need. They're not on there like, oh, let me browse on, LinkedIn. They're like, no, I need to get my holiday list together. I need to see what's on my Amazon wish list. I got to get all of this stuff ready. I got gifts I have to make sure are wrapped. I have decorations I have to put up in the house. So we know this time of year, it's really high pace and fast movement. And we also know people's attention spans are getting shorter and shorter and shorter. At one point in time, you had like 5 seconds to really capture someone's attention with your content. Now you have like 2 to 3 seconds.
If that.
So yeah, exactly. So the importance of making sure that whatever ads are using are optimized for mobile is you want them to take several scrolls before they move past your content. And even before they take those several scrolls, you want them to stop and be like, what was that? What did I just see? So that they can continue to engage with the content. So not having those mobile optimizations mean, number one, your competitors have another thing that they're kind of doing that step up on you on. And number two, you're less likely to get the engagement that you're looking for because it's not optimized for the types of people we know are on the platform and what device they're using.
Yeah, and additionally, we have to make sure that we're sending people to a mobile optimized website. But if we're sending them from our ads to a website, that website has to be user-friendly for a mobile device.
Exactly.
And like you said, the attention span is short. So if people are on their phone and your form on your website has like 25 pages,
it's over.
Put yourself in their shoes. You're probably not going to fill out. So you need to keep all of these types of things in mind for social media specifically in order to get those conversions up.
Yeah, we're definitely on the same wavelength because I was thinking about the websites. And I had mentioned the desktop because people are not in front of it. But what they are doing is they're on YouTube, right? Because they're not going to stop watching their favorite YouTubers and seeing what they're doing. They're on TikTok, you know, they're on Instagram, they're on social media, they're on Pinterest looking for those last minute ideas. Like all of these places where your advertisements are being placed. Now you picture this world where they click on it and now the website is not made for mobile. And now they went from this hyper mobile experience to a website that they're having to
like scroll to make it bigger.
Trying so hard to
get your magnifying glass out.
And they can't. So those are missed opportunities. You've wasted those advertising dollars by not sending them somewhere that's going to match the experience that they're expecting.
Exactly.
So let's kind of round this out and let's talk a little bit about some strategies. So you had mentioned Starbucks and they're huge, right?
Yeah.
How does a smaller boutique coffee shop or an SMB compete with these big guys during the holidays, these big conglomerates? Like, how do they compete?
I think that at the end of the day, it comes down to your USP, your unique selling proposition here, because you're never going to be able to compete with the Starbucks, the Microsofts, the ShopRites, all because you might be spending $1,000 a month. They're spending $1,000 an hour, right? You can't compete with that. So what can you do? You have to find a way to make yourself stand out just by being you. It's not about the pricing. It's not about how much can I save? Sometimes it's just about the experience.
Yeah.
What sets you apart experience-wise? Sometimes I'm willing to pay more money for something because I know
Cat Cafe.
Exactly, right? Because you know that the experience is going to be better at the end of the day. So that is a way that you can stand out. Promoting your culture, like internally, promoting the people that work for you, promoting how you're not, like you were mentioned before, you're not just a number. You are somebody that means something to me in my business. Right. So if you're a small business, keep all of that in mind. It's not just about incentives and pricing. It's a lot deeper than that if you want to stand out from the rest, especially in an oversaturated market.
Yeah, and I think Starbucks and Amazon and all these big companies, what they provide is reassurance, scalability, consistency. You know what you're getting. But what they're lacking is definitely the experience, right? So like if you're on your way to work, you need coffee, you want great coffee, you can just pull in, you can grab the coffee, no time wasted, that's great. That's what Starbucks is for and about, right? But you want an experience, you're gonna take the Cat Cafe, someone like you, not me, I'm not a cat person.
I'm a huge cat person, so this is music to my ears.
Like, you're gonna want to have that experience, maybe not every day, but when the time is right. And that's a unique selling proposition for that particular company. And every business has the ability to do that and explain why am I different? Why am I unique? Why am I in this business? What are you gonna get from me that you're not or can't get from Starbucks or that you can't get from Amazon?
Yeah, and something that we had mentioned before is referrals. This is the time when you're connecting with your local community and you're doing stuff like every person's house that you inspect, you give out a Santa hat or whatever, and you create that unique experience for them. They're gonna run and tell their neighbors. They're gonna run and tell their friends. It's like you said, kind of using your existing customer base to help you get new customers because of that social proof element that you have. They're more likely to trust you, and if they know that experience is gonna be unique and it's gonna be positive, then of course they're gonna pick you over your competitors no matter how big that they are.
Absolutely. Well, guys, this has been a fun episode, and hopefully there's been a lot of information in here that people can take away. I personally know that the one thing that they should be taking away from here is understanding that the holidays is a unique time to capture a very, very large audience that has nothing better to do than look at turkey recipes on YouTube and go through Reels, right? So don't miss that opportunity to put your advertisements in front of it and engage. And don't look at every one of those opportunities as a selling opportunity. Look at that opportunity to make them part of your community, to be able to win them over so that referrals come your way, so that they're telling their neighbors about you, so that they understand that there's something special about you and your business. So here's to the holidays. I hope everybody has a great holiday. And
happy holidays.
Here, I want some of that too. Woo! Guys, we'll see you right here on One SEO's podcast next time.
Bye-bye.